if you're doing a show with me, regardless if I got to go in the back and be like, shit, let me sell some shit, you're going to get your money, because that's the worst feeling in the world to get that. What'd you tell me the other day? Let me holler at you. When you hear that shit, you already know here comes some bullshit.
Yeah.
So,
as soon as I tell you I'm going to pay you money, and then at the end of the gig, I look at you and I go, can I talk to you for a second?
That's it.
Bad news.
You already know. It's bad.
News.
It's bad.
So what happened last weekend when you went to Houston?
Well, we went to Houston. I was worried because, as we all know, that it was underwater, but that was more of the Kingwood, the Conroe, the north side of Houston. But the media had it thinking that Houston was underwater. So it was my birthday. So I had hit everybody and said, hey, I don't have to do this show. I'm just doing this as a celebration. So let me know if y'all are still coming. Everybody was like, nah, bitch, we coming. So all my friends flew in town. I had Kiana Dancy, Kelly Kells. They all flew in town. Plus, I had some local girls. We had well over 100 people in there, because we're in there counting, because we already know, like, we count, like, how many people in here? Cool. I didn't even want to start taking shots and celebrate until I knew that we were good. Man, at the end of the night, that man passed us $400 for like 5 comics. And he was like, man, I'm sorry. And I was like, no, I was like, this isn't what's going on. We counted.
So it was just to let the people at home know.
And the tickets were supposed to be $25 on the flyer.
How much were they at the door?
He went from 10 to 20 to nothing. He even was telling people, if you get a bottle, I'll let you in for free. And I was like, and then he was like, well, your people aren't used to paying. They were upset about $20. I said, that's a lie. I was like, because my people that come see me, they're used to going to comedy clubs where they know they're going to pay $20 plus a 2-item minimum. And my homegirl was like, girl, I came up there and gave them $25. And they were like, oh, are you with somebody? And she was like, no. And she's like, they gave her half her money back. And they just didn't have good business. And also, I was supposed to I got so many learning lessons out of this. And that's what the biggest deal. It hurts, but it won't happen no more. It kicked my ass, but I learned from it. I was supposed to have a door girl. They were late picking us up. They told my door girl, oh, you're good. You don't have to be up here. So I didn't have anybody up there that was saying, hey, this is wrong. This is what's supposed to be. It's $25. Now I could see if the show had started. We well into the show. Okay, then you probably want to take that down. But they just completely messed over us, didn't pay us at the end of the day. They didn't know what they were doing with the door. They charged some people $10. I think they might have only charged one person $25. Because I was in there in the back of the 400 that I did get, it was hella tens. And he was like, I'd rather take something than nothing. I was like, well, you don't know comedy. I was like, because my people are used to paying $20 at the door. And they know they got to buy 2 items, whether it's some water and some nasty cheese nachos, but you got to get 2 items. And so he just messed over us. And then he kept saying, oh, we're going to bring y'all back. And I'm like, do you really think I want to work with you again after you fucked over me? And then you fucked over me for pennies. Imagine if it's a big envelope. You'll kill a bitch. Damn. You doing this over a couple of $1,000s? That's not cool. Then he lied about the bar. And because of the fact that I knew the guy in the back, I was back there drinking. He was like, oh, no. Where'd you get 1,000? He goes, oh, y'all did well over 2,000. Oh, well over 2,000 at the bar. So he was like, oh, well, you're right. Then the door should have definitely been, y'all should have had more than that from the door. You think? So, I mean, what do you do? Like,
how do you feel after something like that?
Man, y'all, like, let me tell you something. What got me to hear you, have lost your mother. That's what got me into comedy. My mother was 56. She had a massive heart attack in Texas. You know, when you're in college, you don't say which city you're from. You just say, oh, I'm from California. My roommate was from California. So when my mother passed away, I was mad at my family. I have a sister that teeter-totters back and forth with drug addiction. So my family was the family, small country town. We gonna hide it. So my mama did everything in the world to hide the fact that my sister was smoking crack, but everybody knew it. So the doctor had been telling her, hey, take a break. You don't need. So when she passed away, I said, fuck it to my whole family. Called my college roommate. She was actually in Vallejo, California. I'm like, where's the Hollywood sign? Like, where the fuck? So I was in the wrong area. And that night when it happened, I was in there crying. My girlfriends was like, bitch, don't cry, it's your birthday. And I was like, this is the worst birthday that I've ever had. Like, I can't believe I'm still going through this shit. And then I had to have a moment where I'm like, bitch, you buried your mama a day before your birthday 11 years ago. So you'll be okay. So strap it up, learn, don't let nobody fuck over you like that again, and just keep it pushing. So for a second, it deterred me, like, man, should I not be doing shows? Like, should I not be trying to produce shows? But I can't let that deter me. I got to keep going and just learn from it.
This life you're living,
yeah,
you're talking about, I pretty basically lived from, let's just be conservative, when I started getting paid, maybe 95 to maybe 2012.
Wow.
So for 17 years, every time I took a gig, I had to be careful. Because checks bounce. Checks bounce. And you learn along the way. He's your friend. You take a check. Next thing you know, you go to the restaurant. Your ATM card don't work. Jesus Christ!
What happened?
You're just taking a date that you just met, and now your card don't work, and you run to the ATM, and the ATM's telling you have zero
no
balance,
money, nothing.
and now you realize that check you got for $600 bounced, and everything else that you paid for bounced.
Your bills that you had coming out.
And then you call the guy, and the guy's like, "Oh, we paid you from the wrong account." So for whatever, till 2000, whatever, every gig, I got wiser as I got stronger. Again, not a racist comment, by no means.
I'll say it.
I don't do business with Latino or black bookers.
That ain't racist. That's being smart. Yeah.
My friend here, Crystal Powell, is African American. She knows I'm not racist, but the problem that you have is you want your money. Like you guys, when you paint the wall, you want your money. When you go to work for 8 hours a day, you want your money. What would happen if you worked all week and the guy tells you at the end of the week, "Hey, I know you get 12 an hour, but this week I can only pay you 6. Would you just take the check?" Could you imagine living in that fear for 17 years? So now I know when people are lying. Now when people contact me, I say, "Great, let me give you a number, call him." And they'll hit me back and go, "We don't want to do it through him, so you ain't real.
Yeah.
Have a good life."
Thank you. Yeah.
And people get mad at me. I've lost friends, comedy friends, over this situation, but I've also explained to them, I got beat
so much,
for so many years at so many different levels that,
you got to cover yourself, and you got a family, so you can't take them. You can't take those L's.
Once Mercy was born, I had to play for keeps. I'm playing for keeps. You don't cover yourself, I'm sorry. Everybody around me got to pull their own.
Yeah.
Because I got a baby.
Yeah.
I'm playing for keeps. I ain't got time to be nicking-nanning. Oh, festival? Pay my money. Oh, you don't? Then I can't do your festival.
Okay.
Anytime I leave, you got to pay my money. Festivals for different levels is really good. But when they're using you as a draw for their festival, they got to pay me the paper.
Yep.
Dog, I just went through something 4 months ago where I called the motherfucker out of the goodness of my heart. This is just to let you know that the hustle never ends. But what they don't know is I'm from that hustle. So before you think you're going to put it on me, I see it coming
a mile away.
As you leave the house. I called the booker and I said to him, "Listen, I didn't call in for spots this week. Can I do your show on Saturday night as a guest?" He goes, "Absolutely. How much time you want to do?" I go, "I just want to go in there and do 10. I go on Twitter next day. It's like, "I can't wait to see you Saturday night."
Because they don't put you on the flyer.
He put me on the flyer. I said, I got to call him back. And I wait. You know me. I waited till Saturday.
Okay.
And called homie back at 5 and said, "Hey, not for nothing. I see you put me on the flyer."
You're drawn,
Yeah, I go, "Didn't I call you and tell you to put me on the special guest?" He goes, "Yeah, it was kind of a mistake." I go, "Let me tell you the big mistake. You're not going to see me tonight."
Since you want to be crooked, yeah.
And he called and called. He still calls every week. I don't answer the phone. He brought me weed one day and wrote me a letter. I threw the letter away. There's no business.
And that's good to hear, though.
There's no business. The strongest word that a comic needs to learn at some point is no. Not your first 10 years. Your first 10 years, you got to take everything.
Okay.
You got to take everything because that's how you're going to learn what you want and what you don't want.
Okay.
You're going to learn what you will do and what you won't do. I'm going to tell you something I decided when I was a feature act, and you're going to look at me and say, "Joey, you're crazy and ballsy." And I stuck to it. I ain't working Sundays.
Really?
I decided that 7 years into the business.
You ain't working on Sundays?
I ain't doing it no more.
Period.
I woke up at the Addison Improv one day on a Sunday. Football was on. I had to walk to some fucking restaurant. I didn't mind. But when I walked back, I got to do all this all day for a 7 o'clock show for people who don't really want to see comedy. Because I was working like with a shitty headliner, so they gave away 100 tickets. And I said right now, I'm not working Sunday. And I remember telling people I don't work Sundays. I remember telling Rogan and leaving him there. I would tell Rogan, bring somebody else because I got to leave on Sunday. What do you mean? I don't work Sundays.
That's dope.
I don't work Sundays. That's why I respect Chick-fil-A.
Okay. Yeah, because they like, I'm not
lose
fooling with
$1
it.
million on a Sunday.
But
There's
you know
a bunch
what?
of fat fucks. They don't care.
Yeah.
They stick to their rule. I'm doing a bit right now where people hate Chick-fil-A. It's not politically correct to hate a Chick-fil-A because their insurance don't cover your abortion and they just don't like gay people. I like gay people. I can't agree with them with that, but that's not going to mean I'm going to boycott the best motherfucking sandwich.
Chick sandwich.
The best motherfucking Christian sandwich because they hate gay people. You know what I'm saying?
That's their right. If they don't, that's their right.
Okay, and I got nothing against gay people.
Yeah.
And you know, when you go to Austin, all these dumb white people. Oh my God, I went to that barbecue and I waited online for an hour. Listen, go to Chick-fil-A. There could be a line all the way down to Burbank, and they take care of you in 10 minutes because they got computers. The guy comes up to you. By the time you get to your thing, you get to your table, your order's right there.
Yeah.
They do it right. Plus, I respect that they got up one day and said, we ain't working on Sundays.